Today, you're going to learn how to answer one of the most commonly asked interview questions. What are your greatest weaknesses? And because this question can be one of the most intimidating, I'm going to show you how to answer this question with confidence and control. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you exact responses that you can give in your next interview. If we've never met before, I'm Heather Austin from ProfessorAustin.com and the Career Club on Facebook. And on this channel, I teach simple solutions to help you build a business or launch a career you love. So if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so that you don't miss a thing. And real quick, comment down below with what your biggest question is when it comes to doing well in a job interview. Before we tackle the best method for answering the common interview question, what are your greatest weaknesses? There are a few things to keep in mind. First, this question is asked because the interviewer wants to get a good idea on what your self-awareness is. They want to gauge how you see yourself, and they want to get a good idea of what your personality and your character is. So when it comes to answering this question, just relax and be yourself. Second, this question comes in many forms. You might hear it as, what are your weakest skills? Or tell me about a time that you failed. Or what area would your current boss say you need improvement in? No matter the form that this question comes in, use the tips I'm about to share with you to answer it well. So let's jump into it. Tip number 1 is to be honest. The last thing you want to do is make something up. This will only make it harder for you to be yourself and answer the question naturally. Pick a few common, legitimate weaknesses that don't actually relate directly to the job you are applying for. For example, if you're applying for a position in customer service, you probably don't want to mention that sales is your greatest weakness. However, you could mention something like public speaking or creative writing. And don't find a strength and turn it into a weakness, such as, I'm a perfectionist or I'm a hard worker. Interviewers will see right through this. Now, this question is normally asked with another popular interview question, what are your greatest strengths? So I made a video all about that. I'll go ahead and link it up in the card up here, and then I'll link it up below as well. Tip number 2, keep it positive and in the past. You want to find a weakness that you can discuss that's in the past that you can put into a positive light. Be able to construct a story around your weakness without actually mentioning the word weakness or failure. For example, if you struggle with creative writing, and creative writing is not a skill needed for the position, you can mention that you've always been a really good technical writer, but you've struggled in the past with creative writing. This leads us to tip number 3, show improvement. You want to be able to demonstrate what you are doing or what you've done to overcome this weakness. This can be something like a course you enrolled in, a workshop you took, or maybe a behavior you changed. By demonstrating your improvement, you are showing that you're willing to take initiative when you know that you have a weakness or something that you need to work on. Another key point here is to discuss the results you've seen because of the action you've taken. So let's look at a quick example of how you can answer the question, what are your greatest weaknesses? In the past, I had to overcome my creative writing ability. I've always been a strong technical writer. However, it used to be more challenging for me to write fictional stories. To improve my creative writing skills, I enrolled in a creative writing class. Each week, I submitted a paper to my instructor to get feedback. I also had the opportunity to critique my classmates' work. Going through the process opened my eyes to different writing styles, and I now find it easier to use my imagination to write. Now, if you want to turn your interview into a two-sided conversation, make sure you take a look at the video I made with 5 questions that you can ask during your interview. I'll go ahead and link it up in the YouTube card above, and then I'll link it up below as well. And if you're not sure if your resume is up to par, make sure you download your copy of the 6-second resume. It's a downloadable template that you can use today and tailor for the next position you apply for. I'll go ahead and link it up below. And if you want to build a business or launch a career you love, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't yet done so. If you know someone that might benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. Don't forget to hit the like button below, and I will see you guys next time.